Hello, fabulous first graders. I am going to go over with you what you can expect in today's instructional packet that you are receiving on Monday, June 15th. So inside, it's a pretty light packet this week because it's the last one Mrs. Bruin, Miss W, and I have created for you. Next week you'll get something, but it's going to be from the math and reading department. And hopefully we'll have some more information about what to expect. But this week you're going to be receiving a book all about your school memories. So this is kind of your own social studies because it's the history of you. You're creating and documenting that. And there's an opportunity to do some great writing in here too. And there's a lot of opportunity to read. So it's a big combination of reading, writing, and social studies. So if you look through the book, you're going to fill out information on yourself. So it says my school memories. And some pages, there's choices. So you have a choice to use this page or this page. It says, my name is, I am in, and you would fill first grade, I am blank years old. Or you can do this one, and this, you can put like, I'm in first grade in Mrs. Bruin, Mrs. Connolly's class, or at Cutchogue East Elementary School, whatever makes you happy. And then you have I look like, so this is a girl picture because the hair is longer, but maybe if you have longer hair, you're going to want to use this. Totally up to you. Or maybe if you're a girl with short hair, you want to use this one. You have a choice. And then you just kind of go through your house looks like, your car looks like. Let me scoot over so I can get this. My birthday is, my teacher is, so there's room for you to draw a picture, or you might want to change this to my teachers are. My favorite subject is, so you can circle what your favorite is, but there's opportunities to write in here too. My favorite sport, my favorite genre, my favorite book is, so you can write your favorite book and you can give a reason why. So there's lots of opportunities to write in this book, and it's going to take you maybe a couple of days. My favorite meal, it's going to take you maybe a couple of days. It's not something you should rush, and even if you don't finish it before school is over, no worries, because you could work on it all summer long. All right, so this is your memory book for you to keep. Then you're going to have your word study, which is reviewing all of our sight words. So again, it's the same as last week, where you will get a sight word and a color, and then you'll color a picture. And there's 4 pages like this. And I think this week everybody got the same one, right? So this is your sight word practice of your word study. Then you got 2 science books, all about the phases of the moon, to how the moon changes. Because sometimes when you look up in the sky, you don't see a moon. That's called a new moon. There's not even a moon. You can't even see one, but it's there. And then we're going to talk about it being crescent, waxing, waning, full. So your phases of the moon, you have 2 books. One is a half book called The Phases of the Moon. Lots of good information. And the other one is a whole book, like a whole page book on the phases of the moon. And these are for you to read for science and, of course, to keep. You can read them all summer long. And finally, there is 4 math games for you to play. And I'll do a video later on telling you how to play these games. But 3 of them are very similar to the games you played last week. It's just that there's different mathematical thinking involved with the game. So that's it. You didn't get any real fiction books because we want you to really try to use ResKids before the end of the school year. And if you're having any trouble, please contact Mrs. Bruin or myself and we'll help you out. So your ResKids, there's an app for it. Or if you just have a computer, you can go to ResKids and you log in, and the teacher name is B. Connolly B. So it's the letter B, then the last name Connolly, CONNELLY, and the letter B. Boop, all together, right? And you're going to find your name. And when you find your name, everybody has the same password. It's the apple. So you'll click on the apple. And you have access to a lot of books. I gave you access to books that you probably can't read on your own. So, for example, I'm going to go in, I'm going to show you Molly's, okay, so if I go into my ResKids here, I'm going to hit Be Connolly B, and I'm in an app on my iPad. So if I go to Molly, now listen, I have her on here. She can read all the way up to, let me just find her name. So you know what, hers is in here for a while, so she doesn't have a password, but you're going to get a bunch of pictures is going to come up, and you're just going to press the apple. So if I go into her reading, I go into the reading room. I'm going to go into leveled books. Now Molly has access. Remember, she's going into 6th grade, right? But Molly has access all the way up to Z2. Now Z2 is way beyond her reading level. She's probably reading more at a T. But all these books, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, Z, Z1, Z2, she can listen to them. She can listen to them and still gain knowledge. Just like Mrs. Bruin and I read out books to you that maybe are too tricky for you to read, but you can listen to them and still gather information. So all of you have books access. You might not be able to read all the books you have access to, and that's okay. So if you got maybe, so you should be able to kind of go down maybe 5 or 6 levels and be able to read those books. So for example, if you're a kid that maybe got access to T, you want to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe like to M and N, and see if those are a better fit for you to read on your own. Don't try to read the S and T books. Those are ones that you're going to listen to. Okay? So if you have questions, give us a call. We are happy to help you. And we'll see you this week. It's going to be fun. Virtual field day. There's some Flag Day stuff going up from the school. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye, friends.